Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
The big smile, she brightens up your day. Girls of your day.
Good morning, Frederick. It is Friday, May 3rd, and I'm your host, Danny Gurry. How are you today? Another week. Very exciting. The home of everything Frederick is open today at 11, and there is a separate Facebook page, so look for it. The home of everything Frederick. It's not a group, it's a page. Like that page, and if you stop by and check it out while you're there, you can pick up some Good Morning Frederick swag. We've got some magnets, I think, and some stickers still there, or there's a ton of everything Frederick swag, which is gorgeous stuff. I've got more stuff coming because Shannon's stuff is amazing, and she's got some really cool rocks glasses, sweatshirts, bucket hats, and all my new swag is coming soon. So purchase also one of the artisans we have on display, including some prints of Tara Flannery's photography. I think that's on glass, and Fran Burns' images on metal. There's also the Moss Lady. Have you ever heard of her before? I've never seen such gorgeous stuff. It is literally like a living frame of beauty. They're hanging on the wall as you walk into the shop as well, and also some sensory toys and things like that. So I am also taking over some items I picked up yesterday from Jill from Hammer Glamour. I have some rings, keychains, great things for Mother's Day. Those will all be at the shop this afternoon. Now, tomorrow for First Saturday, come to the store. It's at 401 North Market Street. Take a selfie and post it to Everything Frederick and more, and you'll be entered to win one of 4 $20 gift certificates to Benstown, which opens May 29th. Benstown is the new place that is opening where Gambrel Mountain and Ben Street Sports Bar and Blue Side, I don't know, it's been called so many things, but it's just beyond Patrick Street at Ben Street, and it's going to be a great new venue. Looks like it anyway. All right, this show is all about Frederick, and I love announcing good news. So if you want to join the stream live, you can check out the Join the Stream link. It's on our YouTube channel. So if you look at the YouTube live that's going right now, you'll see the link to join the stream live, and I would love to have you as part of the show. All right, today I chat with Bridget from Enchanted Karma Wellness. I'm going to introduce you to Cheryl from Mighty Maddie's Mission. I give Navian Scarlett a few minutes to state her case for your vote for Board of Education, and CTC comes through with another segment about the landscaping program that is available to high school students. All right, let's go. Thank you to our show sponsor. We help you move, whether you're moving across the street or across the country. Nicholas and his team of moving experts make the whole thing easy. Veteran owned, a supporter of the Frederick community. He's also behind Pulling for Veterans, and he does so much for people. I recently found out he advocates for people who have been ripped off by movers. So if you're ever moving and you're not sure of the reputation of the person you're moving with, you can contact Nick, and he's going to make sure that that person isn't going to hold your stuff hostage. I've heard horror stories about that. It's terrible. And moving is stressful enough, so you don't need that. Nick and his team will definitely help you do that. I haven't even had that in front. See, it's Friday. Today, weather partly cloudy throughout the day, high of 76. Tomorrow, periods of rain and only 57. So first Saturday in the chalk art may be a washout. But stop by the home of Everything Frederick for a chance to win those $20 gift cards. And more rain on Sunday. And much of the next week is looking the same. Showers and thunderstorms. But temps are in the high 70s and low 80s throughout. I hope the forecasts are actually wrong, right? Many times it calls for rain. It's actually saying periods of rain. So I hope that means we're only going to get a little bit. And the rest of the weekend and next week will be fine, right? We're going to put it out there. It's going to be fine. All right. I just want to take a moment to thank our wonderful sponsors. You know, it's another month, and many of them have stayed on and supported this program, which is very, very, I'm so honored, actually. And I'm excited because the views on our YouTube channel keep growing. Our subscribers keep growing, which is phenomenal because I have a goal that I've put out into the universe and I need your help as much as possible. Yeah, I'd like to get to 1,000 subscribers by September, which is my birthday. And it would just really be phenomenal. And honestly, the more subscribers we have, the more our local businesses get support and feedback, you know, and exposure, which is what they really want. Our nonprofits will reach more people as well, and it'll be phenomenal. So I really appreciate those of you who shared my YouTube channel. I've seen you out there. I really appreciate that. But I could not do it without all of these wonderful people who stay supporting this program. So if you're out in the community, please support them. Tell them thank you for supporting Good Morning Frederick and giving our local businesses and nonprofits and interesting people a platform. And I really, really appreciate that. And speaking of support, all of these fine companies have given me things to give you, which is awesome. All you have to do to win is text the word of the item you want to win. So if you want 4 tickets to the Low Key Festival, which is May 17th, you just text Low Key. If you would like a pair of tickets to the Maryland Craft Beer Festival, which is happening May 11th, just text beer. I've got 3 pairs of tickets to give away. If you want to see the Flying Cows, come see us on Saturday, 5 o'clock. Just text cows. And I'd love anybody who texts cows. I'm going to get you tickets, okay? I don't care how many of you text. I am just going to give you tickets. You've got to come out and see them, especially if it's your first time coming to a Cows game. It's phenomenal. And I just saw some news that we just got 2 new players. One guy's 7'1". That's crazy. I think I'll probably come up to his belly button. Nuts. Anyway, it's a great time. So we'd love to see you there. We have the Mother's Day bag of goodies. If you text mom, you can get that. I'm going to actually, you know what? Next week I'll film what's in that Mother's Day. There's like Urban Decay, cosmetics. There's a ton of stuff. It's worth about $200. And we want to thank Helping Hands and Caring Hearts for giving that to us. And then B-Dub's Island Soul Food Truck. He's giving away 2 $25 certificates to have his wonderful food. You just text SOUL. So I want to thank all of them for their support as well. You know, it's really been so fun to do this. And we are celebrating our 25th show today, which is awesome. I've had a blast meeting, oh my gosh, so many great people. And just can't wait to introduce you to all of them. But now, let's get on to our market makers. All right, we want to thank Atlas Wood Floors for their sponsorship. They've been serving the area for 30 years. Go to atlasfloors.net, read the reviews, schedule a quote for new flooring today. Luxury vinyl plank, real wood, bamboo, whatever you've got, they can do it. My little brother works at Atlas, so I want to thank him for supporting me and this show. And if you are from Frederick and you request a quote, he'll come to you and he will show you what they can do. You have to ask him to show you the restaurant in D.C. with the copper inlay on the floor. I think it was copper. Unbelievable. Gorgeous. Gorgeous work. And I appreciate if you contact them, just let them know you saw his sister on Good Morning Frederick. All right, Bridget was a home ec teacher for 10 years, and after having 3 kids in 3 years, she decided a change would allow her to spend more time with her family. So she became a licensed massage therapist. Say hello to Enchanted Wellness, Enchanted Karma Wellness. I'm sorry, my phone was ringing. Who is actually calling me in the morning before 10 a.m.? Anyway, we want to meet Bridget from Enchanted Karma Wellness. Here she is. Here with Bridget from Enchanted Karma Wellness on the grounds of Elk Run.
Yes.
I think that's kind of nice. You can kind of have your massage and then come here and enjoy, or vice versa maybe.
Absolutely.
So tell me how long you've been doing massage.
So I graduated in August,
Okay.
and then the process to get licensed took a long time. It
did.
was very difficult.
Okay.
Finally got licensed December 1, and
Okay.
so since December 1.
Oh, very nice. And before that, you were actually teaching,
Yes,
yeah?
I was a home economics teacher. I taught for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And then I had 3 babies in 3 years, and
Yeah.
decided that I needed to do something else.
Yeah.
So that I didn't miss out on life events and, busy
Sure.
teaching everyone else's kids when my
Right.
kids, are,
Yeah.
can't do anything. So
And what was it about massage and wellness and the body that you were like, this is something I can really do for people?
So I've always kind of been a healer,
Mm.
just in different ways, through cooking or just being an influence with students.
Okay.
And so massage was more physical, but it was
Sure.
pretty close to what I was already
natural
doing
progression,
anyway. Yes.
right? Because in your mind, that's what food does to people too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. Is there something particular you love about doing massage?
So a lot of times I feel like House. Remember that show House?
Yes.
So people will come to me and be like, "Oh, my lower back hurts," and then I ask them what they do all day, and I like to kind of figure out what's wrong and then work their muscles to help alleviate that pain.
Yes, yes. And being here at Elk Run, how do you find that for people? Do they absolutely love kind of coming here because they kind of get the best of both worlds?
Oh, absolutely. I have so many people. The issue is not a lot of people know yet that
Okay.
it's here.
Ah.
So once people figure out, they're like, "Wait a minute, you do massage here and there's a winery?"
Yeah.
They're like, "This is amazing."
Yes, I think perfect Mother's Day gift for people. A 2 for 1.
Absolutely.
If there was one thing you wanted people to know about what you're doing at Enchanted Karma Wellness, what would that be?
So my goal isn't necessarily just to give you a massage. My job is to listen to you. And a lot of times, honestly, the massage session turns into a therapy session.
Yeah.
I am not a licensed therapist, but I'm always happy to listen and to kind of help work together with you of all parts of you to help alleviate any pain, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Do you find so far in your practice that there's anything that you really like to focus on, or it's just really kind of this whole holistic?
No, so I will tell you that most massage therapists have their little niche.
Yeah.
I really love to work on, in terms of body parts, I'm a big neck and shoulder person with headaches. Because if I'm that kind of person where if I don't stretch my neck out, I will get migraines all the time. So that's my forte. In terms of types of people, I love to work on all types of people. But I'm a big advocate for people in recovery and massage and how it helps them stay clean, and the elderly.
Oh, very good.
It's really fun to work on them too, to listen to their stories and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think massage is an important, I say, gift to yourself, but really something that just, relieving that tension and being relaxed, relieving stress. All of those things are things that I feel like massage do for people. Is there anything else that you feel like, if you have a regular massage, this is going to contribute to your life?
Mm-hmm. I mean, your mental health.
Yeah.
Although sometimes it can be hard, because I know as a mom you have mom guilt, right? And so you don't feel like, you know, you should treat yourself. But I do have many clients that have like chronic pain, and getting that monthly massage helps with their migraines, and they don't take the migraine medicine anymore, or even hypertension, depression. I think that a lot of the elderly that I have that are widows, I think that monthly massage, I mean, it helps with their pain, but it's just simply being touched.
For sure. How can people find out more about you and book an appointment?
Okay, so I have a website, which is enchantedkarmawellness.com. I'm a big Facebooker, so you can find me on Facebook. My contact information, you don't have to call me, you can text me, message me on Facebook, or you can call, it's fine, email, whatever. And we can just book that way. You can also book online as well.
And just located kind of, you know, coming through Liberty Town, right on the other side, not too far from Frederick, and a great treat to yourself. So get yourself, can people buy gift certificates and things like that?
Yes, and I also have a couple events coming up. I have a Mother's Day event. It's the day before Mother's Day. It's a 60-minute massage with me, and then you come up to our tasting room and do I have a friend that's coming to do manicures. And then it comes with a charcuterie board. We typically get truffles from Perfect Truffle and a flight of wine. And then we also have a couples massage day. I think I called it like Memorial Day in the Vines or something. And that's a couples massage, charcuterie board, chocolates, flight of wine.
Nice. So you can buy those packages. Very good. Well, book your massage. It is wellness for the body. Come get your wine. That's wellness for every day. And enjoy right here at Elk Run. You got Enchanted Karma Wellness with Bridget. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Yes, you want to go do that. I had a massage while I was there. Bridget is amazing, and I have tension, head and neck, which is the areas I asked her to focus on, and she did. Her little studio, adorable. It is so nice. It's in one of the original houses that is available there. So contact Bridget, and she will take good care of you. All right, the students at CTC, which is a part of Frederick County Public Schools, it's the Career and Technology Center. High schoolers can learn a ton of stuff to prepare them for post-graduation. The television and media area of CTC, I've worked with them over the years, and I love giving them a platform to show their work. And today they sent me something highlighting their landscaping program. And let me pull this up right here. Here you go.
On this episode of Center Attention, we'll be following landscaping as they prep for their plant sale on the 26th.
I like that it's like a mixture of people from different schools. So like I get to like talk to kids from other schools and stuff, and like.
So landscaping covers a lot of topics. We start with how do plants grow, all the way to how to install them in a landscape design that landscape, and then care for those plants. We learn everything about how plants are named, vegetable gardens, container gardens, pests and diseases. It kind of runs everything related to the industry. I say that we are an inch deep and a mile wide as far as the curriculum that we cover.
I don't like some of like the tools, like the things they use to cut stuff. Yeah, my fingers. I don't like that.
Yes, so every student in class sits for their CPH, which is their Certified Professional Horticulturalist. That's administered by the Maryland Department of Agriculture and sponsored by the Maryland Nursery Landscape Greenhouse Growers Association. It is a written test, and it is plant knowledge, plant identification knowledge.
Because like agriculture is like where our food comes from and stuff, and like plants are always gonna be a thing. It's like about how we learn to like work with them.
So we have tons of industry partners. The green industry, which covers everything related to plants, is huge in the state of Maryland. And those industry partners, they actually kind of seek us out because they are looking for that next generation of employees. So every student that comes through this program can, 2-3 job offers by the time they leave, just because our industry partners are looking to fulfill open positions. But it's anything from landscape companies, seed supplies, and everything in between, marketing, sales. It runs the whole gamut.
Like if you're planting something and then the brown stuff gets under your nails, it's really disgusting and it's really hard to get it out.
The most important component is the students, because without them, none of this happens. It's a lot for one person to manage, and so there are students who kind of rise to the top and they find their specialty and their niche area, and so without them, plant sale wouldn't happen. My favorite part is actually letting the students shine, and then I just get to stand back and talk to all the customers that come and support us every year. So I really like to turn it over to the kids and gibber to the people.
Spending a lot of time with the bees, stuff like that, marketing, telling people about the sales, stuff like that.
I don't manage them by myself. That's another one where I rely on folks from the community. So we have a honeybee mentor. His name is Dave Maloney, and he has been with us since we started the project in the spring of 2016. He was with us when we introduced our first hives, and he has been with us ever since. He was actually just here yesterday, and we went through and did swarm management in there. And so Dave is constantly reminding me, you need to be doing this and you need to be doing that. And again, it's student buy-in, because some students love being out in the hives. Other students are what I deem to be fence flowers, and they kind of hang back by the fence. So it really just depends on the group of students, and the students really drive how much we do in the beehives. There are certain things that we have to do regardless if we want to keep the bees, but they really dictate how often we're in and we're doing maintenance. They come in on their own time in the summer and they'll harvest the honey with me. We'll take the honey supers off, we harvest it, we uncap it, we extract we extract the honey, and then we bottle it. And that's on their own time in the summer, so that those kids are really interested in doing that if they're coming in over the summer. So none of it is just me. I pull a lot of strings, but everybody kind of pulls their own weight. Without everybody else's help, I couldn't do what I do.
All right, we want to thank CTC, and I want to share with you, if you have never been to one of their plant sales, they are having one. Let me pull this up here. Let's see, CTC spring sale. Oh, of course. Here we go. Clicking the wrong thing because I can't see because I've got too much stuff in front of me. All right, the CTC plant sale. So located in front of FCC. So if you know where FCC is, Hospitaltown Pike, the building as you're making that first turn into FCC before Monocacy Middle, there's the building there. That's CTC. So their plant sales are, let's see, today. From 8 to 10 a.m., which you'll miss because you're with me, which I love. But also from 11:30 to 5 p.m. today. And then it looks like you can also go on the 4th, 5th, and 11th as well. You can go 9 to 1. So check them out. They have so many great plants. You're supporting their program. And and I think they cash and check made payable to CTC, and it's really, really great program. I know a lot of people who buy their plants every year from CTC and absolutely recommend it. Okay, after the quick break, we're going to meet Cheryl, whose daughter has a condition that only one other person shares, and Navian Scarlett shares why she should get your vote for the Board of Education. And that's coming right after this.
Elevate your next party with Dreamscape Slumber Events. Over 12 themes and customization available for kids, teens, and adults to enjoy. Don't have the space? We have solutions for that too. Search Dreamscape Slumber Events on Facebook.
Rotary presents the Low Key Festival, a family-friendly, all-ages event on May 17th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Carroll Creek Amphitheater. Tickets are just $5 in advance, $10 at the door. Kids under 5 are free. Live music, food from Grilled Cheese Please, traditional authentic Mexican and Rocky Point Creamery, adult drinks from Rockwell Brewery, 10th Ward Distilling and Hidden Hills Winery. Come out to downtown Frederick and have some low-key fun.
All right. Hope you come out to that event. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am part of Key City Rotary, so disclosure there on that one. But yeah, we'd love to see you. It's on our calendar, and let's tell you a little bit about what's happening in Frederick. Okay, that Everything Frederick calendar is available by texting the word calendar to 888-465-2944. That's 888-465-2944. This calendar, I have been sent stuff every single day and have added to it. So you can see, here we are in May. Again, you can either look by week, which is, again, look at all these things on Saturday. It's unbelievable. If you click agenda, you can actually see each day all the different events that you can attend. Again, today we've got the Home of Everything Frederick is open, and you can see that here. 401 North Market Street in Frederick. You can just stop by, chat, have a good time, maybe pick up a t-shirt or some other swag, and we'd love to see you. That Spring Bloom Immersive Pop-Up is also today, starting at 3 o'clock. Give Rise Studio is at 125 South Carroll Street. It's blooming garden and plant themed, and there's tons of different medium of art. I saw some photos of them setting up. Looks like it's going to be very, very cute. And there's some photography, watercolor, there's a bouquet bar, there's Sage Cakery, has cakes and cupcakes. So that is happening today from 3 to 7 p.m. Again, for Saturday, tomorrow, doesn't look like the weather's going to be great. So because of that chalk art that's happening, I'm assuming most of the artists are doing their work today. But not sure. So I would try to see as much of that today as you can, or go early tomorrow morning. I'm not really sure when the rain is supposed to start, but yeah, that's such a bummer. All right, it's also YMCA's Healthy Kids Day at the Natelli Center, the Natelli family location, which is in Urbana. Really fun if you've never been out there. Again, hoping the rain holds off for that. That's from 10 to 1 down there, but you'll get to do that. Now, tomorrow is actually the print day. Let me see, where is that? I think it starts at, I thought it started at 11. Oh, I'm on Friday. Oh, no, Saturday. Okay, I can't remember where it is. Let me just see, because I'm going to be there. 127 South Carroll Street. They're going to have printmaking demonstrations. They're going to have all kinds of keepsakes that you can make and take with you. I'm going to be over there at about 10. Oh, here it is. 10 a.m. it starts. I'm going to be over there at about 10:45 filming for an upcoming show. We'll be doing an interview. I never visited them when they were on Patrick Street. So I'm so excited to go check them out. And if the weather's terrible, perfect to find some indoor things to do. So 127 South Carroll Street, come on out to that. And of course, our Frederick Flying Cows are playing at 5 p.m. at the Hood College, Woodsboro Bank Arena at Hood College. That's an indoor event as well if the weather is terrible. Now, I want to thank Alexa for reminding me this weekend is the Frederick Running Festival. I have actually put in a lot of the events. I think the first one is Saturday evening at 6 o'clock. There is a twilight run. I believe the street closures for that are minimal and short-lived, right? They're not closing for a long time, and you won't have too much disruption on that one. However, Sunday morning, The half marathon is running, and you're probably, as you're driving around Frederick right now, seeing a lot of the no parking signs. Like I was on Fairview yesterday. Fairview is closed. I think that's also Toll House or 9th Street is also going to be closed for most of the morning, but it actually gets cleared by about 10:30 a.m. You can click on the links here on the calendar to see what streets are affected and the course. And if you have someone running, my husband ran a few years ago, and you can find the points at which you can drive and cheer them on. It really is a great event, and it's really fun to cheer on the runners, or just watch if you're one of those houses they pass by. I know they love to see people out cheering for them. And also, so coming up next week, there's a lot of great events next week as well. WFRE is doing Country on the Creek on Thursday afternoons. They're broadcasting live from the South Mountain Creamery Ice Cream Shop from 3 to 7. Andy Webb's going to be out there. And then from 7 to 9, Emma J is going to be at the Shuckin' Shack Oyster Bar. She's more up the creek, right? Hopefully we give her a paddle. That's next week. And then next Saturday is the Maryland Craft Beer Festival presented by Visit Frederick. That is from noon to 5. Great event. If you've never been, this will be my 3rd year, I think, or 4th year going. I think there's about 60 breweries that are there, and your ticket gets you tastings at all of them. And I don't know if you can taste all of them, to be honest, because I hardly ever make it past the first parking lot, basically. But it stretches all along Carroll Creek Linear Park and even across East Street on the other side there for a bit too. So really fun, great event. If you're a brewery fan, if you like craft breweries, you will absolutely love it. The breweries are all from Maryland. So if you have an event that you would like included on the calendar, all you have to do is email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. Okay, one more quick short break, and then you're going to meet Navian Scarlett, running for Board of Education, and Cheryl Gigante, who has an organization dedicated to her daughter, Maddie, right after this.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
Okay, and with the rain this weekend and next week, you want to make sure nothing is leaking. Well, A&S Construction is happy to come out and check everything out for you. A&S is a locally owned and award-winning woman and minority-owned business. They're right here in Frederick. They specialize in roofing, siding, windows, gutters, patios, and decks. Please call Sandra at 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. We want to wish Sandra and her husband, actually, speedy recovery. I know he's not felt well, and we want him to get better for her, but we want to thank her for her support of Good Morning Frederick, and she is extending that special offer to our viewers. If you need any work done, call her, because you'll get $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs. And honestly, she's so great, she would probably offer that $50 discount off of a deck or a patio. And if she doesn't, I'll cover it. I'll cover it for you. All right, now on to the Board of Education. The election is May 14th, and I want to introduce you to Navian Scarlett. Her this is her like 3 minutes. I gave her time to say whatever she needed to get your vote. And of course, you'll be able to watch the full interview on YouTube today. Well, as promised, I am trying to speak to every single candidate for the Board of Education election. The early voting started today, but the actual election is May 14th. So if you haven't made up your mind yet or done your research, hopefully this helps. I am excited to welcome Navian Scarlett to the program, and you are running for Board of Education.
Yes.
Awesome. What prompted you? Have you run for any other office before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, was there anything in particular that prompted this run for you this time?
I think the Board of Education is really close to my heart, really, because I grew up in Frederick and I went through all the school levels of Frederick County Public Schools up until high school. I graduated from Frederick High School in 2019. So a lot of the issues that I saw were being brought up with the seats being open, and a lot of the things I felt like I could really give my input and really be able to make a positive impact as a board member.
I am going to give you the floor, so to speak, and I would love for you to let people know why they should vote for you on the 14th during the election.
Well, I'll say that what I've noticed is that a lot of the forums and interviews I've had running for the Board of Education has been about, will you collaborate with the other board members? Will you collaborate? And I believe, yes, it's important to be able to work with others, but I think with the issues we're talking about now and the fact that these are issues that people are so concerned about because they have not seen a change in, I think we shouldn't be looking for collaboration. We should be looking for someone who's willing to go in and fight. Any legislator, anyone who's been in a particular office that has gotten things done, that has made this change or got this legislation passed, they had to fight for it. It doesn't matter how collaborative or compromising you are with other people, there is a fight going on behind the scenes. We need to elect people who are going to fight for you, the community, the parents, the students, okay? And make sure that you're not gonna back down, that this has to be done. And that's the same thing we need to do with our budget too. Our Frederick County is growing at a rapid pace, and we have not seen a growth in our budget from the government. It's not about, asking nicely. It's not about walking on eggshells and I don't want to rub them the wrong way. It's about we need this to operate effectively. We need this to educate effectively. We demand that this is done because it needs to be done. And that's for a lot of the issues that we have going on. With bullying, we need people in our schools to be actually holding the bullies accountable, not making the victim feel like they are the problem. And that's what I've experienced. And one of the new things that I've heard as of lately with bullying is that the victim is being made to leave the school and go to another school, and there's no offer of transportation help or anything like that. They're just, you're being bullied, we're removing you instead of the person that's probably going to go around and bully someone else, even if you're not there. So this is a fight because things haven't been done. It is a fight to get these things done. All these issues that all these parents are concerned about, I am going in to fight for these things. I'm going in to fight for my voters. I'm going in to fight for my community because I've seen it, I've experienced it. Certain things I will never forget for the rest of my life. And that's why I'm running for the board, because I have seen the horrors of public school and I don't want it to continue. I don't want to go in and be so compromising that I don't, say that this is not a position that needs to be compromised. This is something that just needs to get done. And we just need more of that mentality that we just need these things to be done. And it's not about an argument, and it's not about, whatever group you want to support or whatever group, endorsed you or whatever it is that is encouraging you not to do this. It's about working for the people who put us in office. It's not just about the education system in the school. It's also about the people who put us in office and put their trust in us to do what is in their best interest. And we have not seen that. So what I'll say to all the voters is take a really hard look at all of our candidates and think about who you think is going to fight for you when they're in office. Because what you don't want is someone who's not fighting for you and compromising to the extent that they lose their path or they lose their vigor for why they were running to make these changes. And it's not to say that it's going to be easy. It's going to be very hard. But for the past 7 years, I've been fighting against gun violence. For the past 7 years, I've had people tell me no to my story of trauma. For the past 7 years, I've gone back again and again and again. Despite how many no's I get, I keep coming back. And I'm bringing that level of activism and that level of passion to the board to make sure our students are educated, to make sure they're in a safe environment, to make sure we have inclusivity and diversity in our schools, to make sure that we have enough budget to operate. Getting by is not going to do it, and it hasn't been doing it for a very long time. I'm going in to make sure all the concerns that you bring to the board is addressed, not just sitting around and sitting in office and losing hope. That's what I see a lot of, is that, even other candidates telling me, oh, that ship has sailed, or like, oh, that's, that's nice and everything. Good luck with that. There is no good luck with that. We need these things to be done so that we have a proper education system and we are setting up our students for success and not failure in life and in college readiness. That is what I'm doing when I go into the board, is I'm going in to fight for my community, fight for my voters, and listen to what I'm listening to, what they are saying, and making sure that their voice is heard as a board member. Every vote I would make as a board member will have everyone's voice in account. Everyone's, parent, teacher, student, everyone's voice. Because we cannot make a vote based on just one side. That's not how it works. And that's where the collaboration comes in, right? Making sure it goes along with this part and this part. There's multiple parts to it. That's what we need on the board, is someone who will be fighting for what is right and not just any kind of separate agendas or personal agendas. That's why I'm going in the board, fighting for you.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for the time today. We wish you the best of luck. We know you're going to do great things for Frederick. And we look forward to seeing what happens on May 14th.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. That was good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I want to thank her for her time. Again, you'll be able to see the full interview on YouTube as soon as the stream is done today. She's very passionate, for sure. All right. Let's see who is doing good in our neighborhood. This family has won the hearts of so many in Frederick County, and there are lots of fans of Mighty Maddie's mission. Let's hear how they're giving back to families going through their worst day ever. People doing amazing things in our area every single day, and sometimes that comes out of a need for your children. And I am so excited to be here with Cheryl, Maddie's mom. She's going to tell us a little bit about the organization that she's got and how we can support her. Cheryl, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So let's go into a little bit of the backstory, how all of this came about. Start from the beginning, I guess.
So my husband and I, when we were actually pregnant with our fourth child, we had 3 sons and then we had a daughter. During the pregnancy, there were some complications, and we found out that she was most likely going to have some issues. And then she was born. We knew she was special needs. We didn't know what syndrome she had. Turns out she has something called Greg's cephalopolysydactyly contiguous gene deletion syndrome.
Oh my goodness. That must have taken a day or two to learn to pronounce. I don't mean to make fun, but goodness, couldn't they come up with something a little bit easier?
For short, it's GCPS.
Okay, there you
There
go.
are about 200 people in the world with GCPS. However, that GCPS means you're missing one gene on chromosome 7. Maddie is missing, I think, 47 other genes in addition to that one.
Wow.
There's only one other person in the world with her exact deletion, and she's a 21-year-old that lives in Arkansas. So we've connected with that family. It's been nice. But so Maddie was in the NICU when she was first born for a week. And she was born 6 weeks early. So that was actually great. We expected a longer stay, but then she came home. She was home for less than 24 hours when she stopped breathing. So we called 911 and we ended up being flight lifted from Frederick Children's National in DC. And of course, that was an emergency situation. So we had nothing except I had clothes on my back. That was it. So that was our first of many, many stays at Children's. And while there that time, we realized that there's a need for that. Like when I was there and I had nothing, no toothbrush, no hairbrush, no change of clothes, socks, nothing.
Right.
And being in the hospital is already challenging enough, right? Like,
yes.
Seeing your child go through all the things that they go through. And a lot of these families do end up there in emergency situations. So kind of like us, where they have nothing. And so it was after that first year, she had several stays that first year. And we decided that we wanted to give back to Children's because they've done so much for our family and our daughter specifically. So that's how Mighty Maddie's mission came about. What we do is we put bags together and they include like travel size shampoos, conditioners, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, lotions, socks. Sometimes we do different things like blankets.
Oh, wow.
Every bag is going to have the staple, and that's just like your typical need things. And we also do like notepads and pens because a lot of times when these doctors are talking, they're going over a lot of things. So you can take notes and go back and look it up if you need to, and research it yourself. And then we do fidget toys for the kids. We do a lot of smaller items like Play-Doh, slime. And then after I think our second or third year, we decided to do bigger items as well for kids. And so we do age groups. And so we do board games. We do stuffed animals and things like that. And then it was really cool last year for the first year. My older son had lost a friend due to a sudden unknown heart condition when he was 13. And so then last year we added the cardiology unit. Even though my daughter's never had to stay on the cardiology unit, we've been affected and know someone that has.
Right.
So prior, we were only donating the bags to the PICU and NICU at Children's because that was where we had stayed. And
your experience,
we knew there was a need in both of those places. So last year we extended the cardiology unit, and now as well, my daughter has epilepsy. So we do a lot to the neurology unit as well. So each year it's gotten a little bit bigger and we've been able to donate to different units of the hospital.
That's really great. And so you do all of this at Children's Hospital?
A large portion of the bags go to Children's because that's where most of the children that have needs go, right? Like if there's something at Frederick, they send them.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not.
A bigger issue, they're going to send them to Children's. However, we still donate to Frederick because we've been touched by Frederick as well. They're our local hospital. Why wouldn't we? So I think it started in 2020 when we started giving to Frederick as well.
Yeah. How has this journey affected you and your family? Like, I can only imagine the ups and downs you guys have gone through. Can you kind of sum up how having this organization has kind of helped push you through?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's something about giving back to the community that's also helped us. I mean, just for instance, March 9th of this year, my daughter choked on an object and required 17 minutes of CPR. And of course, we went to Children's and we were there for a while. And again, feeling like some of the worst days you've ever had, right? Like you're just desperate for help. You're desperate for someone to save your child. It's just the darkest days that you've ever had. And then I just know if I I'm doing it because I know the need. So just imagine not knowing that was there, and then a nurse walking in with a bag, a care package for you. And then you have all these items. Like for me, when we're in the hospital, there's something that's special. When she's asleep and finally settled for the night, I go take a hot shower. That's just how I get back in it. That's my reprieve, right? Some people eat, some people don't eat. There's just different things that kind of give you a little bit of comfort. And for me, I've always found comfort in a hot shower.
Yeah.
It refreshes me. And so doing this over the years now, we're on 6 years now.
Wow.
And we have donated 570 bags. That's 570 families that we've been able to touch that we wouldn't have had we have not had a journey with our daughter, right? Like, had we have never had this, we wouldn't know the need and how it feels to be in that position at Children's or at Frederick and seeing your child suffer.
Yeah.
So I kind of like to think of it as like some of our darkest days have turned into something so beautiful, right?
Well, and that's, I think,
so dark and made it so beautiful.
Yeah.
There's a lot of families that have been touched, and our community has just been such a support for us and just drawn around us, and it's been amazing.
Yeah. Look, I can only imagine having, a reason to get up and keep moving when you think about other families who are impacted like yours. And I think it would just be motivating to know that number, 570. That's a lot, and that's great. I mean, that's a pretty big accomplishment, and I'm sure those families are appreciative for the thought and the items as well. Do you have any goals so this is year 6, right?
7.
So this is year 7. So you finished year 6. This is year 7. Do you have any goals that you'd like to reach by the end of this year?
Well, we set a goal every year. Considering the first year, it was just our immediate family that did this. We got together, and my husband and I spent our own money. So we started that first year with 40 bags. And I went back and counted.
I love it.
So the first year was 40 bags. The second year was 60. The third year was COVID, so we just did a small thing, and that was 45 bags. Year 4 was 125. Year 5 was 100. And last year, we beaten all the prior years, and we did 200 bags.
Oh my gosh.
200 bags last year, and they included big items as well, not just like the little, like these were full of good items. So a goal is to beat that this year.
Okay.
Over 200. But another thing is we've had it for a goal for a couple of years, and it's just very challenging to get it done, but we'd love to get this to be a nonprofit. We're working towards that. It's just a lot of back work that we got to do.
Yep. Unfortunately, I think, for some people, that is where you'll be able to really extend the growth and maybe get bigger funds. But certainly there is a purpose to what you're doing now, and I'm sure there are people who will love this. Now, when you do the bags, are you doing them throughout the year all the time, or is this just kind of like you collect and then give? How does that work?
No, so what we've been doing is my daughter's birthday is in July. So we kind of like to just do it then just because.
Yeah.
We always do it in July, August, depending on what's going on. And there's been a couple of years she's been in the hospital at the time we would normally do it. So typically once a year, and then I do a Amazon wish list is how we start it. And, but we've already had several people this year already working on it in the community without me, like a friend. My son plays lacrosse with her son, and she called me and she's like, "Hey, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you." We are selling these lacrosse straps that go on the lacrosse helmets to say Mighty Maddie. Yeah. And I spoke to her 2 days ago, and she's already raised $600 just from that.
That is unreal.
Another son, his lacrosse coach heard about this, and he wants to use it for his fundraising thing this year. He's hoping to beat his record. So people are hearing about it a lot more. It's each year, obviously more people learn about it. So but we usually do it once a year. I make an Amazon wish list, and then my husband and I, as a way to thank everyone, we'll have a big party, and we'll have food, drinks, cake, and all that. And then we all get together and we make the bags. We put items on tables, and then we make a line, and we just go through and so each bag gets one of everything or two of everything, whatever the items are.
Well, that is excellent, and what a way to bring a community together. I'm sure as a family, you know, you feel the love and support that you're getting, and that's gotta make you feel good. And to pass that along to other families is excellent as well. So, if people want to get involved,
my daughter Madison has a Facebook, Madison Gigante. You can get the information there.
We wish you all the success so that you can continue to help make families' stays in hospital a little easier or a little more comforting, I guess. Mm-hmm. And we're looking forward to watching this organization grow. And, you know, I think if you guys are able to secure that nonprofit status, I know that will probably bring many things for you in the future, too.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the opportunity and for your time. I appreciate it.
All right. So if you want to help, you can look up Madison Gigante on Facebook. And I know they're working on their website, so hopefully that will be available soon. But Cheryl and her entire family, you know, we wish them all the best. And of course, we want to make sure Maddie is around for a long time to come. So if you want to help them out, you can reach out to them, and we're going to give you some updates. So I'll make sure and circle back with her around June or July just to find out exactly when all of this stuff is happening, and maybe I'll pop out for the bag stuffing party. There's nothing like stuffing bags. I've been doing it my whole life, basically, between all the companies that I've worked for or owned. So, all right, don't forget about today's giveaways. We've got tons, so we'd love to give them to you. You can text us to participate in those. On Monday, you're going to meet Terry Lemire, who is helping our senior population, and Lauren Vignola. 2 brain tumors did not stop her from writing her memoir. My mom is reading the book right now, and I'm going to grab it afterwards. I think it's called A Rose from Heaven. And finally, I introduce you to Gail from the Maryland Lottery. And we have some scratch-offs we're giving away next week. And actually, we're going to have, hopefully, scratch-offs to give away lots throughout the year. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, my goal is 1,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is in September. If you can help me get there, I would be so appreciative. Until then, be sure, search for Everything Frederick Live and Good Morning Frederick on TikTok. You can follow me on TikTok. You'll find me at Danny, just Danny. All right, happy Friday to you all. Get out there and be great, Frederick.